final. This is 2 versus 3 after the regular round robin. It is North Queensland taking on the South Queensland Sharks. NQ finished second in the pool. 5 wins and 1 loss. The Sharks 4 wins and 2 losses. When the two teams came up against each other in round 1 of the competition, it was NQ who came away with the win 8-5. Des Fogarty is in a commentary with me for this one, mate. Finals day, how good is it?
Finals day, the weather's beautiful, the sun is shining, it's touch at its finest. This is what we love for. This is touch Christmas.
Diving effort there, coming into the line.
To the line, the marker kind of backed off just a little bit, gave her a lot of space to run, but she ran in the outside defenders, held their positions, so she had nobody to pass the ball to on the short side, had to try the extravagant pass back on the inside.
Penalty here for North Queensland. Offside plays from the South Queensland Sharks. Back underway. Going to be in a good attacking position at the back end of this set. Katie Geiger dishes. Oh, contact in the middle of the field. Bounces straight back to the feet. Number 1 there, Kristen Dempsey from the Cyclones. She comes up out of the line here and puts some... Oh, gee whiz.
This might be a bit of action.
Not happy. South Queensland Sharks player there, the number 11. We got the player numbers on our team sheet. Wow. Feisty start in this one. I think she might spend some time down the other end and does. I mean, there's a little bit of contact there.
To the line, the marker kind of backed off just a little bit, gave her a lot of space to run, but she ran in the outside defenders, held their positions, so she had nobody to pass the ball to on the short side, had to try the extravagant pass back on the inside.
Penalty here for North Queensland. Offside plays from the South Queensland Sharks. Back underway. Going to be in a good attacking position at the back end of this set. Katie Geiger dishes. Oh, contact in the middle of the field. Bounces straight back to the feet. Number 1 there, Kristen Dempsey from the Cyclones. She comes up out of the line here and puts some... Oh, gee whiz.
This might be a bit of action.
Not happy. South Queensland Sharks player there, the number 11. We got the player numbers on our team sheet. Wow. Feisty start in this one. I think she might spend some time down the other end and does. I mean, there's a little bit of contact there. Players still coming onto the field for the Sharkies. Flooding over towards the left-hand side of the field. Cork steps out. Send it back midfield.
Yeah, just having a look on the right-hand side. Didn't have their numbers. They'd sent a couple of sweepers around the back. One of those that was sub coming onto the field. Now they're going to send the sweeper around. Now she's got what she wants.
Into the in-goal, just looking for support. There's a player off the ball as well, but they've managed to catch it on the outside and slam it down for the opening points in this one. Nicely set up there from Belinda McCormick. It's the opening points on the board for the South Queensland Sharks.
And seeing as she's wearing number 1, we're going to assume that that's Shannon Austin, the first one on the list. What do you reckon?
Can't assume anything these days. You might be right, though.
Well, it just took a couple of goes there. Just the first time she set up. No, didn't have the players where she wanted them in defence. Didn't have the space exactly where she wanted it. Reset, came back, reloaded, had another go, and found the opportunity for the try.
Cyclones here on the run. Oh, they've got the numbers as well. Nice early ball to the outside.
She might have just got her.
On-field's pointing to the spot. And gives it. So North Queensland, after leaking points down the other end, get their first of their own as well. It's Claire Graham in the 35. It's really tight out here. Have a look at the replay.
It's a nice dot. It's just numbers. A little bit of...
Yeah, it's close.
Close, very close. Just a little bit of lack of...
Yeah, it's close.
Close, very close. Just a little bit of lack of trust from the defending Sharks player there at the link. Whoever that was. She has just stepped in to make a tag on what possibly... I mean, she may have been called in. But just stepped in. That created the overlap. The winger was one step behind. And the Cyclones are able to rope.
Looping ball. And caught on the outside. And a little bit of a shootout now between the two teams. Second try for South Queensland. It looks like maybe Lauren Dayberg-Muir scoring that one. A little ginger on the ankle as well.
She's
got an eye on that.
Foot trodden on maybe. Oh no.
Just an awkward landing. Happy just to work it through the middle at the moment. The Cyclones. Kennedy steps back in. Off the right foot, goes short. Touch has been made.
Good defence.
Kennedy in the half, goes short. Kylie Harupani gets the points there for the Cyclones. And it is a back and forth battle between these two teams. They respond again, North Queensland. Kennedy in the half, goes short. Kylie Harupani gets the points there for the Cyclones. And it is a back and forth battle between these two teams. They respond again, North Queensland. Level us back up at 2 apiece.
It's a great finish. The pass that comes to her is just that little bit nice and low so that she's already diving and can just finish that movement to get the try.
Yeah, nice try from NQ.
Very simple stuff though. Not a lot of complexity in that move.
Good honesty as well in the middle.
Yep.
You can see indicating to the referees that she didn't make the touch. Perfect the touch rather than the hands.
Much prefer the hands rather than the hips to be on making touches with.
Half having to work to get over to the ball there. Again, struggling to get forward here.
Yeah, disjointed, eh? Just not quite cohesive in their subbing pattern there.
Ball,
But
bit
still
of
created
space.
some space and so just
the
some
outside
straight
puts the
foot speed is
wheels
going to get
on,
on.
shut the gates. Wow. I think they'll learn a lesson there. We can't give too much space to the number 35, Claire Graham. Showed a great turn of speed. It's on the outside, and for the first time in the match, puts NQ in front.
I mean, if you can do this in your team, just give the ball to somebody who just goes, meep, meep, meow.
Puts NQ in front.
I mean, if you can do this in your team, just give the ball to somebody who just goes, meep, meep, meow.
Yeah, it's always good to have someone with just natural speed in your team. You can't coach it. It's such an asset to have.
Got numbers. Oh, and then the step back in.
Yeah, Tina Mack. She'll
They
finish those ones off
They
more
had the-
time than not.
They had the numbers out there and then forced the defence to have to turn and chase really quite hard to come out and cover back up. And she just steps back against the grain. See you later. Puts that defender on skates. And we'll level it back up.
It's just been the theme of this match. You're looking to trudge downfield, trying to get an attacking set at the back end of this as well. Kennedy's on the field. Into half she goes. Picks up, goes. Sends it back into the middle. Quick play the ball close to the line. And there's space.
Oh,
Has that been held?
Yeah.
Oh, I think the referee's got a point.
I think she's caught that on the dive and put it down all in the one motion.
We've seen those two connect up already. And Kennedy really had to scramble to get over to the acting half position.
That's
good.
That is sensational. That is just outstanding work from Kylie Hopeni.
So first points. North Queensland back in front, 4-3 on the Painaway scoreboard. So NQ now flowing onto the field, straighten up the point of attack. They're stretched out across the park here, the Cyclones. Dempsey, ball in hand, switches in, Kennedy. Nice roll into the line here from the Cyclones. Kennedy, it opens up for her. She's into the in-goal area. Switches in again. And Claire Graham has got another one on the board. And back-to-back tries for NQ.
Yeah, this might open it up now. You'll have a look at what the player that drives in, gets the strike dump down, and then just does a really subtle block on the defender just to stop her from being able to get back on side and to defend the half. So yeah, she's just sort of in the way there, and now the defender's out of position.
Doing the hard yards here, the Sharkies. McElveen picks up, skips across field. Much on offer for them at the moment. They look to get the strike.
She'll go other way.
Oh, slices through again.
Yeah, well,
back-to-back sets. Sits in the in-goal area and connects up. Referee's going to point to the spot. And that's back-to-back sets. We've seen the number 5. We just haven't got the numbers on the team sheet. I'd love to give her a shout-out. Just made a difference for South Queensland. As we can see the replay here. Electric feet, good speed. Could almost sat down and had a picnic in the in-goal area, waiting for some support. Eventually finds it. It might be Kylie Bellingham scored the try to open up the second half. Sharks get their first one, reduce that margin down to 1-5-4 on the Painaway scoreboard. Again, the Cyclones, as we saw in the first half, when one team scored, the other one tended to respond in their next set. Let's see if the Cyclones can do the same.
It would have been one of the points that I'd have been making in the halftime talk. Was about.
There you go.
Oh wow. Would have been about just making sure that after scoring it, we don't concede one. It's one of those things where as soon as there's a try, you get the tap from halfway. You actually end up with 2 or 3 chances at the line, so you get a bit of opportunity to create something, to move the defence around. And if your creative players are able to take advantage of those couple of opportunities rather than just the one at the back of a set driving off your line, that's the way that they are here.
Linda Kidd scoring that one for the Cyclones. The Sharks, they'll be looking to do the same thing. They hit straight back here as they go the bump out play. Nice switch.
And the switch, here we go.
Go for phase. McElveen picks up and goes, comes off the right foot, gets into the in-goal
really
area.
Well constructed.
Oh, that's a ripping try from South Queensland.
She's just copped an accidental leg to the head there.
Ooh.
That's a wonderful try, really well constructed.
So we have a look at the replay. That was the phase. McElveen picks up, slices through. Gets it down and oof. So that one try margin, 6-5. Cyclones still with the advantage. Kennedy picks up and goes back in field again. Touch is made. Melinda Kidd. Those two combined for the last try for the North Queensland team. So Penny sweeps around the back.
Oh, they've got their numbers right here.
Good touch.
And this is what the Sharks wanted. They needed to stop after scoring So give themselves that opportunity to get one more try, and we'll be back in level, and I'll be looking good for a drop-off.
Well, we might be on. You'll have to get one eventually. Flirting with the sideline. Yeah, the South Queensland team. This awareness just to hold the football up and reset as the changes come onto the park. McElveen again into the in-goal area, set the last one up. She's got another one in it.
Same.
Well, here we go. Locked back up, 6 tries apiece.
And McElveen just pulling the strings. Absolute genuine puppet master here. See, little goose step to get away. The NQ player marking the support player, just leave her open to go and try and shut down the half. Danger is the player that can score, not the player that can't. So by leaving her own, the attacking player, she's created the opportunity for the try, but all the work there from McElveen. She's just really dominating this game. Certainly in the last, about 7 or 8 minutes.
Christy Smith scoring that one for the Sharks. Cyclones back on the run. Did they get it away and get it down? Yes. Well, here we go. The shootout again is back on.
And a straight sweeper around the back just to create the momentum going out. Foot speed, and then a nice cut-out pass out to the winger. Winger's got that little bit of space. The defending winger's just a fraction too close into the middle of the field. Just desperate lunge, diving tackle. Oh, diving field
for the time being. Nice dummy. He picks up the extra metres. That's Dempsey. Kennedy pushes the pass. Nice one on the outside as well. These are all handy meters. Evades one. Doesn't get away from the second.
Great dive.
Had to make that one. That would have been the game. Under a minute and a half now. It's the Cyclones. Ball in hand. They've got the 1 try lead. They get another one here. They won't. Made. Well, I was going to say whether you try to go for the point straight away, shut it down, or do you work the clock? And they went for points. Now it doesn't come off, so it just gives the Sharks that just a little fraction of a hope still. 30 seconds on the clock. They're rolling through the middle of the field here, South Queensland. This is good running. Last touch.
That's McElveen.
Going to have to be a miracle play. McCormick threads it. Is that picked up off the bootlaces? It is!
Hoy!
What a take! Right before full time, there is 10 seconds left. They're trying to wheel to get up. Kennedy wants the ball to have one more crack. 4 seconds. Will they get it away? 2, 1. They've got one shot here in Q, and the touch is made, and you finally called it theirs.
I'm feeling pretty happy about that, but that's really just great determination from
the ball to have one more crack. 4 seconds. Will they get it away? 2, 1. They've got one shot here in Q, and the touch is made, and you finally called it theirs.
I'm feeling pretty happy about that, but that's really just great determination from the Sharks to just drive it down. There's no other options left, and McCormick just with the pass selection to find the link and the hands to pick that up and chop back in on the inside of the defenders there to really get it. But exactly what you said before about do you hold the ball and try and control it, or do you have the crack at it when the opportunity's there? They've had the crack, it hasn't come off for them, and it's given the Sharks the opportunity that they needed. So now we're back into to extra time. There'll be a very, very short break here of just a minute or so, and we'll get straight back into it. 2 minutes of extra time at 4-on-4. And really, when you get into extra time, all you can really be looking for is just effort and speed.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not looking for super dynamic set plays or anything else like that. You're looking for speed, you're looking for effort and communication in defence. And that's really all it is.
Kennedy, she's half here. And just a link up with Halfpenny on the outside. Trying to get the South Queensland players to come forward.
Yeah.
They're put some pressure on the Cyclones. Kennedy slices, gets into the in-goal area, look for support, can't get it. A whisker away, couldn't reel that one in. Ashley Hendry there.
She just sort of, when she picks the ball up, shows a little bit, just shapes her body around to the outside, and and it's. I'm looking at the wrong list. Good one, dummy. McCormick, who was
Gene to score, is going to go through.
Should still be Sharks ball.
Yeah, not sure why NQ tried to pull that one back.
Oh, look, trying to put one over on somebody, sure.
Worth a shot. It's always worth a shot.
This is where the advantage is now with the Sharks, because it's the next try wins. And all they need is somebody who's just that fraction quicker, and they'll get through.
McElveen sweeps around the back. They pick up and go from half. Late switch.
And it's the try. That's the win.
Jeez, what a match she's had. Has set up the try and will send the South Queensland Sharks into the women's 30s grand final. Well, after getting the win right at the death, they pick up the win in extra time as well, as we see the replay here. Drifting across field, having to chase out hard, and all the space.